Hi, my name is James, and I'm a member of the Word Among Us press team. And I'd like to share with you a little excerpt from this wonderful book we've just published called Encounters with Heaven. I think you'll enjoy it. This book, Encounters with Heaven, is by Deacon Eddie Ensley and Deacon Robert Herman, two wonderful deacons. Have you ever wanted to find out what it's like to encounter heaven? Recent studies show that thousands of people, both saints and everyday people, have had near death experiences, death related visions, and glimpses of heaven. Many of these point to a remarkable encounter with heaven and a God who loves us beyond all measure. When he was a young adult, James experienced one such life changing event. Throughout high school, James hung out only with highly intelligent people who shared his love for academics. He and his friends would argue about philosophy and politics. James became less and less sure that God existed, but he still defended the reality of God. And while he found ways to argue for the existence of God, he did not feel a clear feeling of God within. James used to walk across campus with his head in either a book or in the clouds until one afternoon, as he was crossing a street, he didn't notice an oncoming car. The driver tried to stop, but it was too late. When the driver got out of the car, he saw James crumpled on the ground, unconscious. His injuries were so grave that during the ambulance ride to the hospital, he stopped breathing and went 2 minutes without a pulse. The paramedics were able to bring him back, but he remained in a coma for a few days. As James lay in the hospital bed, comatose, everything suddenly became very clear to him. He could see the doctors working on him, and he could hear their conversations. They were so vivid. He felt surrounded by an overwhelming sense of love, as if someone were hugging him and saying, "I have always loved you. I will be with you." That sense of love went all the way to the deepest part of his soul. James said to Jesus, "I am so lonely, I don't know how to be a person like everybody else." But Jesus embraced him and said, "I will be with you always. Trust me as someone who will always love you." James also saw his grandmother who said, "I love you, and that love will always be with you. Jesus will always be with you, and I will be with Jesus when he loves you." James never forgot all that he had seen and heard while he was in that coma, and it changed him. Once he went back to college, he did something he thought he would never do. He joined a fellowship of group of Catholic students on campus. He made the effort to develop friendships with classmates who loved God. Together, they talked about the Lord and studied scripture. But they also went out to movies, played video games together, and attended school social events. He began to experience the love that Jesus had promised him, and it changed his life. Even his career plans changed. James's experience helps us glimpse the infinite, boundless love of God and his promise of a heavenly home. Such moments can give us hope and comfort and reveal fresh possibilities for our lives. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little excerpt. This book is excellent, and I hope you'll get a copy. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.